Hello guys, welcome back onto the channel. It's been a long time since I brought a GT Sport video to the channel, and I've talked about the reasons before, but I'm gonna be talking a little bit more about that in a bit. But first, let's check out some pre-race banter. So yeah, things are pretty heated, and I'm pretty sure that these guys have a history, that something happened before this race, and I don't know what, but yeah, I'm not gonna bother with that. So it's been a long time since I played GT Sport, and this is actually the very first race that I did online in a long time, and it was weird. I don't know if it's a bug. Maybe you guys that have been playing the game constantly, well, you haven't stopped playing the game like I did. Maybe you know what this is about, but it feels like the ABS is broken, at least in this race. I did the qualifying and it was fine, but once I got into the race and I started braking, the car started sliding a lot like you just saw here. And I have no idea why. It doesn't make sense. Like, even if I press the brakes just a tiny bit, and as soon as I started turning the car in, it felt like the car was about to spin out. And as you can see, it's a whole mess. Man, I really don't know what happens, but if you know what this is about, if this is a known bug, let me know in the comments down below, because I have a lot of stuff to catch up about this game. I'm not even gonna bother commentating on this entire race because it's pretty much a mess from start to finish, and it's just not me. A lot of other people seem to be having the same issue. And here at this point in the race, I decide to pause the game to check the ABS, and as you can see, the ABS is at default. Now, I don't know if there's something new that I don't know about, but it felt weird. So I finished this race after all, after having an abysmal result, and I started a new one, and this new one seems to be fine, at least. But I did go into the ABS to check if there was a new option, then I reset back to default, and I don't know if that did the trick, but over the course of this race, things are fine again. So this is the first proper race. I'm gonna count starting with this one. For some reason I managed to qualify in second, which is very uncharacteristic of me. I'm not good at lap times, to be honest, so not even at race pace in GT Sport, let's be honest, but yeah. So I'm trying a couple of new stuff, at least for my channel. I'm adding a couple of replay angles like a lot of YouTubers have been doing, because I pretty much enjoy watching those, so I figure, what the heck, if I enjoy watching them, I might as well do them in my videos. So this Subaru in front of me, this American guy, he was in the previous race, and he seems to be on Super GT's group Ram for Money. And you're gonna check out in a bit, but this guy definitely deserves a raise from Super GT. So Super GT, give this guy a raise because he deserves it. You're gonna understand why I'm saying that in a bit. So first lap, I'm trying my best to, well, stick to my lines, because it's been a while since I've played this game, and as I said, I'm pretty rusty, and things are okay so far. But I want you to pay attention at the Brazilian in the Porsche behind me. This guy, oh man, GT Sport has a lot. The races in GT Sport are a lot cleaner than in Forza games, but every once in a while you come across these guys. Well, at least in my experience, I know that other people comes across this type of players all the time in GT Sport as well. But yeah, so I pull up alongside the Subaru. He gives me space. I go for it, and I take up the first place. So that was nice for him, from him. He didn't try to block me off or anything like that. So we are in first place for now, Now, this section here is one of the sections that I struggle with the most. I can never seem to get the hang of my braking and turning in points over this section, so that's my weakest spot in the entire track. And as you can see, the Porsche, the Brazilian Porsche, is coming in hot. It's like it's all over the place, and you know that he's up for something. As you can see, we made contact with Subaru. I let off the throttle a little bit so he can keep his position. I didn't really see him, that he was on the inside, at least not as close to me as he was. So I didn't give him enough space, and I kind of pushed him off the track a little bit, but thankfully not much happened. But look at what this Porsche does to me now. He very casually takes up the inside and then just shoves me out wide, and it's not gonna stop there, because as you can see over this next section, he does the exact same thing with the Subaru, but the Subaru is not having any of it, and that's where he deserves the race from Super GT. Look at what he's gonna do. He didn't have any of it, and he just went for it, and well, pretty much crashed onto the Porsche, and well, messed him up. So that's bad for them, but good for us, because now we're gonna have the chance to start pulling away from the pack and have a little bit of breathing space, so we don't have to worry about battling against other people too much. But again, I cannot be too comfortable, because it's been a while since I played this game, so there's a good chance I might end up messing up at some point. But we are starting to pull away right now. We just crossed over the 1 second mark, which is pretty good, because as soon as we cross, I think 1.5, we're gonna start breaking the toe, and they're not gonna be able to take advantage of our slipstream. I might be off on that, so if I'm off, correct me. Before I stopped playing the game, I think the slipstream threshold was, I think, 0.5 seconds, but I don't know how much that is today. I know that it increased a lot. But yeah, the Porsche is coming in hot. He cuts a little bit of the track there and gets a 5/10 penalty, not much, but it's hot on the wheels of the Subaru, and I think he's out for revenge. And yeah, he definitely is, because look at what he's gonna do now. He's just gonna shove the Subaru off the track, and that's gonna be it for the Subaru. Over the course of this race, the Subaru is not gonna be able to catch up with him, but the Brazilian, the Beetle, he didn't like what this other Brazilian, the Porsche, did, so he just gave him a tap and just like, hey man, get out of my way and let me through, don't even try anything funny. But yeah, we're in first place. We managed to pull away by quite a bit. I'm just cutting the race to the final lap, because at this point I have nearly an 8-second lead over the pack, so there's not much point in showing the entire race. But that was a nice race after all. I'm really happy that for my second race after months without playing the game online, I managed to secure a first place finish, so I'm pretty happy with that. There's a lot more to come. I plan on starting to play the game regularly again, because I feel like doing so. The reason why I stopped is that I just didn't feel like playing the game anymore. I got bored of it. But now I'm back, that's what matters. So I hope you enjoyed the race, I hope you enjoyed the video. If you did like, hit the like button, subscribe to the channel for more GT Sport content, share the video with your friends and on your social media, it helps me out a lot and I really appreciate the help. And I hope to see you guys on the next one. Bye.